Today we read a short story in the Your Turn book called Tsunami. So what is a tsunami? You may have seen big waves at the beach. Now imagine waves that reach a height of over 100 feet tall. Tsunamis are a set of ocean waves that rush over land. The waves look like giant walls of water. Okay, so the title of the story is called A Tsunami. And we mentioned before that a tsunami is one of the natural disasters. Okay, and so it starts by explaining what a tsunami is. In the subtitle, it says what a tsunami is. What is a tsunami? And it says that when we go to the beach, we see waves, big waves, right, that hit the beach. Now, imagine waves that reach a height of over 100 feet tall. So when we go to the beach, we usually see waves, big waves at the beach from the water that comes and from the ocean or the sea. So it says, imagine, think if a wave can reach a height of 100 feet tall. Okay, that is a very high. That is a very high height. So tsunami. What is a tsunami? Tsunamis are a set of ocean waves. Okay, ocean waves that reaches over the land. That are the tsunamis. A tsunami is waves that come from the ocean that rush over the land. The waves, when you see the waves, you don't feel like it's normal waves. You feel like it's like a giant or a very big wall of water. Okay, because the waves that come from the ocean are not like comes fast. No, it reaches a very high height. It's a very tall wave. Okay, tsunamis have different causes. Remember, this week we've been talking about the cause and effect. Cause means the reason or why. Why was this formed? So what forms or what causes a tsunami? One event is an undersea earthquake that causes the ocean floor to move and shake. So one of the things that causes tsunami for the high ocean waves to rise over the land, okay, one of the reasons, underwater earthquake. Okay, underwater means there's an earthquake that happens under in the sea, under the water of the sea. It makes the ocean floor move and shake. What other things causes a tsunami? Other causes are underwater landslides or volcanoes. These strong actions build tsunami waves. The waves head for the shore, the land along the ocean. When the tsunami waves start, they may just be 1 foot high. They extend or reach deep down into the ocean. Okay. So as we see on this page, the subtitle says what is a tsunami, and we talk about when we go to the beach, we see the ocean waves going back and forth. Okay, so how is a tsunami different from an ocean wave? A tsunami is a very tall or high wave that is like a big wall, that forms like a big wall of water. Okay, so what are the three causes or what are the three reasons that form a tsunami? An undersea earthquake, okay, when the ground or the floor of the ocean starts to move or shake. So when the floor or the ground of the sea starts to move or shake, this is called an undersea earthquake. What other reasons? Either it's a volcano, okay, volcanoes, or underwater landslide. Okay, so the three causes that cause a tsunami is underwater landslides, okay, landslides that are formed under the sea, underwater earthquake, or volcanoes. These are the three reasons or the three causes that causes a tsunami. Okay, and they are very strong actions that starts to make the waves very high. The waves head for shore, the land along the ocean. Okay, so when the tsunami forms by one of these three causes, either a volcano or underwater earthquake or an underwater landslide, the waves go from the ocean to the shore. The shore is the land that is along the ocean where we usually stand. So is the land, the shore is the land that is along the ocean. Okay, the land is right in front of the ocean. When the tsunami waves start, they may just be 1 foot high. So when a tsunami wave start, it just reaches 1 foot. Then what does the waves do? They extend or go deep down into the ocean, and then it starts to rise. Okay, let's learn more about tsunamis on the second page, 164. See, these are the regular waves that we usually see. The waves, they come from the ocean and they go to the shore. The shore is the land that you see in front of the land and right in front of the water. Okay, but when a tsunami, the waves are very tall. They're like big giant wall. It forms like a big wall. This is a tsunami when the waves are very high. Okay, so this is tsunami. It forms like a big giant wall. Okay, so where does it go? It comes from the ocean and rises up and then goes over to the shore or to the land. Let's see what a tsunami can do. The waves travel towards the shore. The waves can move up to 500 miles per hour. That's as fast as a jet plane. As the waves reach shallow water near land, they slow down. They start to squeeze together. This pushes them higher. Then the big waves hit the shore. Okay, so these waves, do they come in a slow speed or a fast speed? They come in a very fast speed. How fast? 500 miles per hour. It says that this is so fast, it's as fast as a jet plane. It's so fast like a jet. A jet is a very fast plane. Okay, when the waves reach shallow land, means when it starts to reach the land that is shallow, they start to slow down. So what happens? So the waves, they come at very fast speed. All these high waves are coming very, very fast. What happens when they go to shallow land or low land? They start to slow down. So when they come here, they start to slow down. Then they start to squeeze together. This pushes them higher. Then the big waves hit the shore. So these waves, they are very high. When they go to shallow land, they start to slow down, and then they start to squeeze together. Okay, so they slow down and then they squeeze together and push them higher. The big waves, and then the big waves, they start to hit the shore or the land near the ocean. Okay, damage from a tsunami. Okay, so what does the subheading says? It says that there's damage from a tsunami. What kind of damage can a tsunami cause? What can it destroy? Tsunami cause lots of damage and harm. Okay, so tsunami can cause a lot of damage and harm. It can destroy things and it can hurt people or animal. They can hurt people. They can smash houses and knock down trees. They can cause flooding. They can make drinking water unsafe. So what are the things that a tsunami can cause? They can cause damage to buildings and homes. They can harm people. They can destroy, knock down trees, can make trees fall down, and they can cause flooding. Flooding is when when the level of water is above the ground level. Okay, so the water rises so high that it can cover a house or a car. Okay, and it's not on the ground level. And also a tsunami can make the drinking water unsafe to drink. Can make the clean drinking water unsafe or dirty, not good enough for us to drink. Okay, the third paragraph, or the last one, is about tsunami warnings. Remember, warning is to tell somebody that there's danger coming. Okay, there are systems in place to warn or tell people about tsunamis. People find out the big waves are coming. Then they move to higher ground to stay safe from the tsunami. So sometimes there are people that watch or study when a tsunami might come. So when they find out that a tsunami is coming, they have to warn or tell people, okay? So when the people find out that the big waves are coming, that a tsunami is coming, which is a big wave that may come over the land and cause a lot of damage, what do? People move to higher ground to stay away from tsunamis. They go from the normal ground level to a higher ground to stay, so the tsunami or the high waves doesn't wash their homes or them away. Okay? So that was a story about tsunamis. We learned what are the 3 causes that can make a tsunami happen, what kind of damage, okay, and the tsunami warning. So let's start answering the questions on page 168. What three things can cause a tsunami? Okay, what 3 things can cause a tsunami? What 3 things can make a tsunami happen? So we go back and we read the paragraph on the first page. Here, the word causes are bold print, so it's an important word and helps you find the answer. So it says here tsunamis have different causes, have different reasons. One event is undersea earthquake. So that causes the ocean floor to move and shake. So one of the things that causes tsunami, we can write number 1, underwater earthquake, undersea earthquake. Other causes are underwater landslides. Okay, the landslides that are formed under the water. And the third one is volcanoes. So the 3 things that can cause a tsunami: undersea earthquake, underwater landslides, or volcanoes. These are the 3 causes that make or cause a tsunami to happen. Okay, what is question number 2? Question number 2 says, what is the effect, what is the effect when the waves get to shallow water near the land? Okay, so when the waves get to shallow water near the land. So when the high waves go to a shallow water, means the water is not too deep. What happens near the land? Let's go back and check. It says here, I remember it was on this page, the waves travel towards the shore. We said that the high waves, they go to the shore, to the land. Okay, the waves can move up to 500. This is telling you how fast the waves can move. As the wave reach shallow water, this is the answer for number 2. As the waves, they reach shallow water near the land, they slow down. They start to squeeze together. Okay, so when the waves go to shallow water, okay, the water that is not too deep, they start to slow down and then the waves squeeze together. When the waves squeeze together, this pushes the waves higher and the big waves, they go and hit the shore. This is the answer for number 2. The waves slow down, they start to squeeze together. This pushes the waves higher and make the waves hit the shore. This is for number 2. Okay, and question number 3 says, what happens when people get a tsunami warning? Okay, when the news or they find out that a tsunami is coming, what do people do? It says when people find out big waves are coming, what do? They move to higher ground to stay safe from the tsunami. This is the answer for number 3. The people move to higher ground to stay away from tsunamis. Okay. So I didn't write any of this, but at the bottom here I wrote some of the answers. But question number 2 is incomplete. Okay, so it says here, when waves reach near the land, they slow down. Okay, and I should write, they push together. They squeeze together, sorry. They squeeze together. And what else? they squeeze together. The waves, they start to squeeze together and push them to be higher, and push them higher. Yes. So when the waves reach a shallow water, the waves, they squeeze together and push them higher. Okay, and then where do they go? They go to the shore. So these are the answers. Okay, and that's it for today's story about tsunamis.